Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knittin' Wolf.
I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. We have a cent a month every month, and for December it is actually, we put on sale all of our Christmas fragrances and whatnot, so you can get 25% off everything in our shop that is holiday scented. So candy cane, Santa's Tree Farm, all of that good stuff. That's in our shop. Plus we have other sale items as well, so swing on by and check that out. Want to welcome new and returning viewers. Thanks for joining us today. Got a couple segments for you for this podcast.
And those include Farm Happenings, Farmer's Almanac in the Coop, Falone the Coop, Squeal like a pig in the arena, and Roundup.
Well, sounds like we got a lot. We were talking
I forgot
about
to do this too.
Check the teeth. All right.
I just had a couple carrots and I'm like,
What's those orange flecks?
how big a TV are you watching it on?
Yeah, high def. We don't do high def just to kind of cover up the imperfections in
Old age.
So, Farm Happenings. That was all you this week.
Fuji this week. This week was chemo that we give at home, so it's a prescription, it's a pill. You know, and she wrote it, out on a prescription pad. Oh, take it to any pharmacy, all her chemo is human chemo. So,
well, they use the same drugs that they use on humans, they use on dogs, just lower quantity. One of the things when we went last to the vet, when she was getting her shot, said, "Oh, I don't have any here. I'm going to give you a prescription. You can get it at your local pharmacy." Yeah. Now that we think about it, that might have been an issue. But anyway, so back to your.
So, I just thought, I knew I needed it on Friday. So I'm like, I could probably go just Wednesday, or, if they happen to order it, I could get it in a day. But I thought, no, I better go Monday. So I told Jimmy, I'll be back in half an hour, and go to the pharmacy that we normally get her stuff filled at. And they look at me like I'm crazy, for one. And they go, we don't have anything like that. We have powder. And I'm like, what am I going to do with powder? Sniff it, pooch, It's like... So, and they couldn't even tell me where to even go. So then, I go in the parking lot. I'm calling her vet, and I'm talking about you, I know. And, I talk to the tech, and he goes, oh, yeah, come on over. So I'm thinking, yeah. And I almost didn't even go over because she had blood work on Wednesday, and I thought, I could just pick it up then. I thought, no, I better just so I'm already out. So I thought I'll just go get over there. Oh, well, no, we don't have it. And I'm like, oh, so you can order it? Well, no. And I'm like, then why did you have me come over here? I was not this calm. And this is just how the whole week has been. It's been one crap-ola week. And
that sums it up.
And so I'm like... And he's like, oh, go to the hospital because we have a City of Hope here, and, or go to this one pharmacy because they have really weird drugs. And it wasn't that far away, and I went over there, and what a nightmare pharmacy this was. I will never walk in there, and I know my parents go there. There's like 12 people lined up on this counter, all with the Madonna headsets on. They're all talking on the phone as they're trying to help you. The place is packed, and it's not even like a Walgreens or CVS. I mean, it's a
local. It's basically a local pharmacy.
Yeah, and I'm like, they didn't have it after 20, and you got to fill out all this hoopla, your name, her birth date, if she has any allergies, blah 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 blah. Before they'll even answer, do you have this pill? I need one little pill. So I just came home. This was 3 hours after going here and there, and you went, Daddy? And so I come home, I Google this pill, Target. came up, and I'm like, I didn't even know Target had a pharmacy. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll
News
call
to
it.
me.
Yeah, I called it, and they go, oh yeah, we have 5. And I'm like, you do? And I'm like, what's your name?
So I know if you don't know. Oops. Who to complain at if you don't have that pill? Bleep.
I was being really good.
Leave it to me. I'm the editor though, so I can take care of that.
So, yeah, I go, I'll be there, you know, and because we don't live close to anything, so everything is like 15, 20 minutes to get there, you know, so it's like, and I'm like, well, which Target did I even call? So, we went, got it. What a dang ordeal. So, I know they have 4 more, so, because this was a new drug for her, you know, to see how she does on it, so.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
So far, she's doing fine.
You know, all reactions are never
Immediate.
They're always 2 to 10 days out.
Yeah.
So, so that was.
That was your Friday.
No, that was Monday.
Oh, was that? Oh, that's right.
Then we get to Wednesday, blood work. Go to the vet, did blood work. Call Thursday because, of course, they hadn't emailed it, so I have to call. And they, so I call and she goes, oh yeah, I was just sending it. She goes, but I had it down as a cat. Well, I'm assuming she's meaning she just wrote one of our cat's name. And I'm like, well, that cat hasn't been to the vet in 8 years, you know, to this vet. And I'm like, okay. So she sends it over and I'm seeing weird numbers. I'm starting to panic. I'm like, oh my gosh, because she just had another new chemo drug a week ago. And I'm like, man, this has really messed her numbers up. So I email it to the oncologist. I'm going on and on, I know.
That's...
Everybody else says, I'm not telling you when I took a poop, but... So I'm like, the oncologist emails, she goes, 1, there's not enough blood drawn for this to be an accurate blood work. And I'm like, what do you mean? They take it right out of her dang jugular. And she goes, 2nd, they ran it as a cat. When you run cat blood results, they dilute a lot of it in order to get the correct numbers for a cat. Whereas a dog, they don't dilute it. And I'm like...
So all the tests...
So I have to take her back up to the vet and have it redone.
Poor.
And I'm like, you know, it sucks anyways that she has to have this done every week, you know. But to have it twice, and oh, it gets better. So Friday, you know, I call, because I have to call for them dang results again, you know.
And this is the day we need to know.
And yeah, I have to do chemo at 10. You know, they supposed to give me the results at 8. And so I'm like, I need them. So they send it over, and I'm like, still messed up results. And I'm like, and then on the bottom it said that there was not enough drawn again. So I blew a gasket. I totally redheaded on them. You know, I lost. I still am going to talk to the vet because the little chick didn't let me speak to him. But it was, she had screwed up, sent the day before blood work instead of sending me the recent blood work.
So now you got to start wondering if all the blood work...
You know, and the oncologist, like, she goes, how can I trust this? There's no date, which I had mentioned to the tech. And she goes, it's right on there. And I'm like, that's the date that you emailed it to me. So, yeah, then later that day had family bad news. So it's crappy. Bad family news, so...
Yeah, rough week.
I'm done.
She said it would be a 10-minute podcast for right
well,
there.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't know I was going to go on and on.
Venting.
I'm vomiting.
Welcome to the
I'm
vent.
weak. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I
There has to be some, you didn't have jury duty. That's
yeah.
Good news.
Woohoo! Yeah, I was, you know, like I mentioned before, I had to call in basically every evening to see if I needed to report the next day. And I basically went through the whole week without having to report. So that's done.
My 97-year-old grandmother got a jury notification that's in a nursing home.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, and isn't it after 70 that they don't do it?
I don't know if they have an age limit. I think you can get it excused due to medical. They're real sticklers about that here. You can't really get out of it at all. Mm-mm. They don't care if you're self-employed and lose money. That's not really.
They don't even care if you breastfeed. I'd be taking my baby with me.
Hey, Judge, you don't care if I whip this out here, do you? Yeah, that's...
Don't even get...
She is in a mood, so we'll just move on to the funny. Let's get on to the funny stuff.
We had rain. That's another good thing. We had rain.
We had the boat.
Thought we were going to build an ark. Literally.
I should have started...
Our lake was no longer a lake. It was...
I should have started digging the addition to our lake because it would have filled up for me.
Yeah.
And the rain's not done. We're supposed to get more rain next week. Yeah. Which doesn't happen. We're in the desert, so,
And we're in a drought.
And not anymore.
I
think our water storage underground is going to get fully refilled. Because there was a lot of rain. It rained I had a river. I was driving through a river on the way home. Coming home. It's always fun. Get out the oar, stick it out the window, start whoosh. Because we get flash floods out where we're at. They just kind of...
And supposedly there's a tornado in LA.
Yeah, it's a crazy weather.
I didn't see Toto.
Not in Kansas anymore.
No.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
So, what does a snowman eat for breakfast?
I don't know. What does a snowman eat for breakfast?
Snowflakes.
Wow.
And that was from Crochet Knit too, so that was funny.
There you go. Christmas humor.
Funny.
Little comedic break in our little drama going on this morning. So, on the
Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah.
This is a quickie. Question 10 from Julie R. Knits. Do you live anywhere near Apple Valley?
Do I?
Do you?
Yes, I do.
And you?
Apple Valley is about 45 minutes east of us. It's all kind of part of the high desert area. My growing hair.
Yeah, I'm seeing all this
white
hair.
Trouble's trying to jump up on me here. But Apple Valley is like the east end of the high desert area where we live in, the Mojave Desert. And so, yeah, it's east of us. We hop on a road out our house here, and it takes about 45 minutes if we need to go out that way. It's been a while since we've been out that way, but not too far.
We got trees out there.
Yes, we did. Got a whole lot of trees. Mm-hmm. Got a forest full of trees out in Apple Valley area.
Yeah. There's a yarn store out that way, too.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't remember the name of it.
I don't either.
You got green
yard.
F.
You got green yard there.
Yeah.
You knitted your little...
Nora Dawn sweater.
Yeah, see?
That pattern sucked. There is no ifs and or buts when the errata is thicker than the book.
I know.
That's bad.
I think you frogged that whole thing, didn't you?
I'm going to frog it because it's big.
Yeah, that's true. It's a nice green yarn you can reuse. Mm-hmm. See, recycling. Isn't it nice?
So, in
the coop. What you got going? What's
Not
in your
much.
coop?
My coop?
In your coop.
In the coop, I dug out my groovy socks, and there was...
It looked bigger last night.
It did, because there was like 4 inches on here last night. Notice there's not no more. This is Lollipop Yarn Hootenanny colorway.
Look at the kinky yarn there. I wonder how that happened.
Kinky yarn. Well, I had all this done. I thought, because I didn't really have nothing to knit on, I'll knit on that. And get it off the needles so then I can concentrate on his sock drawer. And I'm like, why is there patterning? Because you can see this is the toe, the awesome Lauren McMorty toe. And I'm like, there is lace on the front and lace on the back. I'm like, and this is after I knit a couple rounds, and I'm thinking, that looks strange. And I'm like, ooh, yeah, little, pea in the bed. No, I don't pee.
Princess and the Pea. Let's get your story.
I don't still pee the bed. Sorry. That would bug the Willie.
Yeah.
The Willie would. This is just going downhill from here.
Yeah, so you had...
So I frogged all of the lace that I had, the groovy pattern, and...
See? You should have
So
just
now-
cut the toe off.
And you
do
know-
top down on your sock.
Oh my God. I just did it again. I'm gonna have to frog this crap again. Because I just did it again.
Well, at least you just need to back up a row. I mean, that...
It is not working no more.
Well, she was going to start a pattern. Like, she's like, oh, it's got all these stitches.
Yeah.
I'm not following it. I'm like, why don't you wait till you feel better? Because do something easy that you can just enjoy. So that
And
you don't...
I literally backed all of this out this morning, and I just did it again. Because as I'm talking to you about it, I'm like...
That's okay.
At least it's in a cute bag. It's in the Sasha bag. Yeah, and this yarn didn't frog well at all when I was trying to get it back on the needles. It's like...
So not good for recycling.
Yeah, don't recycle that one.
It's just loose twist on it, and it's now...
It must, because it's splitting all over the place. So I'm like, now it's double.
Yeah, now you get it back
They're no
up.
longer groovy.
You're gonna have to put this on your spinning wheel to get it back together before you finish it up. After you get done backing it up again.
There's something sharp on the back of that chair.
The flower?
The
You get
flower,
smacked in
yeah.
the...
I cannot believe that.
I'm gonna have to put a helmet on you.
So what else did I knit on here? Okay, so in my other Sasha bag, my Fuji apple bag, this is the Hyla Brook by Paula Emons Feasley. It's our joint project, although I'll probably either still you could
help out. You're on the ruffle fringe part now.
Yeah, there's no fringe. It's
ruffle. Whatever.
Which there's a load of stitches for the ruffle. So I needed something to knit on, so I dug this out last night while we were watching Guardians of the Galaxy, and I mean it's not even an inch that I did because one row. So you can see how bunched this up because there's like over 600 stitches I think on here. So yeah, there's who knows, maybe this isn't even done right. So Dundee. That's Dundee outside that you're hearing.
He's telling.
This is Knitter's Nightmare in the Fuji Apples colorway that she dyed up for us, and so awesome. Size 5, Hayas.
Hayas, of course.
Yep.
The needle of choice on Wolf Farms.
Yep. So yeah, not much knitting.
Yeah. Well, you have full
So let's just go there. Oh no, let's not. We got one more thing. So every year we do a puzzle, the Christmas puzzle, and
at least one.
At least, yeah. Then because this kind of snowballs.
Yeah.
Into other ones.
Pun intended.
Yeah. It really wasn't. It just came out. So this is our puzzle that we're doing this year.
Yep.
So, yep.
It's just, you just started
sorting
pieces.
Yep.
She had this set up a couple days ago, and I was wondering why she hadn't started, but it's been one of those, it's been one of those weeks this week.
Well, it's because Jimmy reminded me, and then someone reminded me on Ravelry, and I'm like, I got it all set up.
So we're going to inspire you guys to do your puzzles too. So break out the puzzles and get underway. I see the mountain of pieces. It's funny because once you get started, then it keeps calling out to you.
Yeah.
You have to go and find at least a couple pieces. You Can't leave until you find a piece.
No.
Dundee's funny because he's got so many different voices.
Mm-hmm.
What's he doing?
I don't even know. He's barking at Fuji, looking at him through the French door.
Saying, hey, let me in. Let me in.
Probably Farmer
with me.
Jim could let his puppy in.
Farmer Jim's probably got his
headphones on.
Yeah, headphones on. Can't hear a thing. All right, so we...
I'm flowing.
You're flowing.
I should just hit do over. Flowing the Coop. Out back.
Wrong door.
I'm going to flow in the Coop here. Let's see.
So you got a whole pile, so maybe
I
you
have
are
a pile.
flowing. Huh?
I'm flowing. So this is the Flower Power dishcloth by Donnie Spiegel. It's free on Ravelry. It's crocheted. Crocheted, yes it is. It's crocheted. You gotta have the twang when you say crocheted. Although you called it crotchet a minute ago.
Crotchet, yeah. That's some crocheted pattern.
So I'm for Fuji's nurse tech chemo.
The vet tech that helps the oncologist with Fuji's treatment.
So it's going to be for her. So I did one for her. I'm going to pair it with soap and lotion and lip balm. And then I did one for my grandma who taught me how to crochet because I thought she will love this pattern. And she only does squares and rectangles, so she'll really get a hoot out of this. Maybe it'll even, because she hasn't, since she's been in this nursing home, she hasn't even crocheted, so maybe it'll inspire her to
enjoy it.
Yeah. So I did those this week. One morning, one another morning. And then I did for the oncologist. See, I need these all done by Friday because the following week would be Christmas, and
this will be the last time we'll see him before Christmas time. So
that's it. So this is the Breakaway Cow by the awesome Jenna Kruppar. How do you like that? We put a Kruppar. Fabulous patterns. All of her patterns are wonderfully written. And this was no exception. It was a fun knit.
Yeah, you got through that one really quick, too.
Yeah, if I hadn't been knitting on other things, it would really go by quick. So, and I had held fingering weight yarn doubled. So, the oncologist's favorite colors are purple and orange. So I had this really pretty purple. And so it's lacy enough for here, you know, to be warm, and then she goes to Chicago a lot, so, because that's where she's from. See, I had this folded so perfectly. Yes. So, I chose this because it's lacy and pretty, but she's not a knitter, so when she washes it, she can just lay it flat, not have to, you know, do some fancy.
Pin it off or anything like that.
So, because I was going to do a Zuzu's pedal for her, but that has to be blocked and pinned, and I thought, So, this is perfect pattern, gift pattern, and I soaked it, and it's nice and soft and squishy now, so.
Ready to wrap?
Ready to wrap. Yeah, I didn't do all that now. Yeah, that's the bah humbug. So.
Alright.
That's why they make gift bags.
Drop it, tape it, and go, huh?
Ooh, aren't we doing good today? So then, this has no thingy. I worked on James's holiday socks in the Desert Vista Dye Works holiday stripe, and I did all of that. So now we have...
I'm set for Christmas
week. I thought, well, maybe
I
better check to see if I put the heels in the right spot. So, yep, they have fish lips heels.
Cool.
So, yep, I haven't soaked them yet because I haven't wanted to mess with this because
You need to use that color catcher
I'm going to have to do
stuff.
the color catcher and put it in the, not dishwasher, but
Because the red's
washing machine. Because this,
bleeding.
ick. And the other night I was knitting on this and I forgot and just went to bed. And it got on my pillow. So it's ruined my pillow. So, yeah, I will have to do something. Or it's going to be quite entertaining seeing when you take them off, you have the nice red stripe, you know.
Hey,
so
really, I'm an elf, and you're just seeing
really,
my
I'm kind of
my
considering having you wear them before I do that because I want them to look like Christmas socks because I'm really afraid it's going to dye that white
bleed
pink.
it all out.
So then they would only be around the house. That's really going to tick me off.
Because I don't wear pink.
No.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I should wear a pair of bags on my feet before I put those on. So
Don't wear it on a rainy day. You have all this red dye coming out of your shoes.
We won't do that. Phone the Coop now.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh.
size 1, my normal 72 stitches for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it on. I have to put those on and see
I
how
hope
they are.
they fit.
Right?
If not, you still gonna wear them.
If not, they'll fit your feet.
No.
Well, if they're too big, they'll fit Jimmy's. So I'm like right in
That's
the middle,
true.
so you can go either way.
Yeah, but Jimmy's got
He's
hobbit
wide.
feet.
He's got wide feet. Wide feet.
It's a nightmare finding that boy shoes. He don't wear shoes. That's why he's homeschooled. That's not why he's homeschooled.
Poor kid.
I know. Where are we? Squeal like a
Squeal.
pig. I am not in a squealy mood.
I see that.
But these were really awesome squeals. One of them is called the designer Robin Weist. It's not West.
Okay.
Could it be West? West?
No.
Weist.
Weist, I guess.
Weist.
Sounds good to me. Works.
Is-
Say it like you know it.
That's right. It's Robin
Then
Weist.
only one person knows that you said it wrong.
And her I know her Ravelry name, Sit and Spin. See, I can say that one. So this is the Sprig of Hope, and it is was it a worsted weight? I think it's DK or worsted, because I know I don't have yarn for it. So that's what it looks like. Very pretty, and she sent this as a gift. So that was really nice, very pretty. This thing is huge. I'll show you another picture of it because it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it is huge. Look how big that is. I'll tell you the stuff. Yeah, it's DK. I thought it was DK. 675 yards of DK.
Can you adjust that pattern to fit?
I'm sure you could do it as a fingering weight and make it more of a shawlette, because that is huge. You know, it's crescent. I mean, that would be nice and warm, cuddly, you know. But 60 inches wide, 21 inches deep.
That's 5 feet.
That's me, me laying down. So, thank you so much, Sit and Spin, Robin. And then, my buddy Therese heard me mention that I wanted to knit this. This was my sweater I wanted to knit next. So she sent me the pattern to get me on it. And I've because I'm like, I am not even swatching until these were off the needles. So I did swatch. That worked. And this is the Planter's Punch by Thea Coleman. And she is our designer of the month. See, I'm getting distracted looking at the picture because I've been reading this pattern and I'm like...
No, this is the one that you...
Yeah, I need my brain to
Pretty
be
intricate.
on. Yeah.
Top down.
It's top down, but you don't cast on... You're casting on like this front edge. And I have done that because... And then it was like you're adding stitches but yet you're still supposed to be doing this other cabling going on, and
It needs a clear line.
I need a clear, nothing going on, and it's not clear.
Yeah.
This is like mud right now, so it's...
So, to prevent any further frogging.
Yeah, because because if I have to frog this, it has to be frogged back to the beginning, because there's so many increases and cables going on already just at the beginning, 5 rows, that there's no way just to back up. And
yep.
so I was so excited to get this, and she's GMB3TCD. What's that? A, B, C? 1, 2, 3, it just sounded... The things that pop into my mind.
Yes, I know.
So, yeah, it was really awesome to get
music
this.
inclination, huh?
Yeah, and I'm going to be doing this out of vintage Barocco DK and the bright raspberry pink. And I didn't bring it over here because it's in...
Yeah, but that's...
Yeah, I really haven't gotten started, and I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be frogged, or I just need to read. See, it even says seamless top down, and simple design, easily adapted.
Moving on.
Yes. Well,
you won't figure it out on the podcast.
I'm hoping you guys, Melissa and Corey,
give you some
the vibes coming through, and
words of advice for those that have done it.
I don't know who's done it. There's only 48 projects.
What do you mean?
Only 48 people who've done it.
You'll be 49 when you get a clear head.
Yeah.
Is that it? You're stalling out on me here. I'm like,
I know. So, in the arena.
Designer along?
Designer along. Well, I just kind of mentioned that. That's why we're having our Thea Coleman designer along still.
Like you're just talking about the Planner's Punch. She's our designer along for the last 3 months. We're wrapping it up at the end of December. So if you have anything Thea Coleman that you've done and finished up in that time, put it in the thread and you could win a prize.
Yep. And then we also have our Hatch-A-Knit every month, and that's anything. Knitted, crocheted, spinning.
So you guys should be filling up that thread this month because it's Christmas time. You got the yarn flying and late hours and knitting. And
well, unless you're joining in with the Knitmore girls, they're doing a Grinch along.
A Grinch along, which means don't knit.
They're only knitting for themselves.
That's very Christmassy, and
well, they figured you should be done by December, so December should be the...
nobody ever fit. You see the stores on December 24th. You also don't see the knitters at home frantically trying to finish up all their projects. But see, the good thing is, our Hatch-A-Knit goes on till December 31st. So if you get it done Christmas Eve, you still get it in.
Yeah.
So, see, all good stuff.
Yep.
I'm sure that you guys are just too busy knitting, but afterwards, take a breath, take a picture, post it up, and you can win.
Yeah. So, we have a fiber prize, because I told you last week that I'm doing a prize every week for the month of December. I didn't post it anywhere. It's just, I'm private. I'm flowing and I'm private. And I pee my bed. Jeez, this is just the podcast of
the veil has been lifted on Wolf Farm.
So, this week is a fiber prize, and it is Diabolical, I guess it's just called Diabolical, 100% 56 English superwash wool, 4 ounces in the Sid Vicious colorway.
Turn that around, you see all the colors that are blended in there.
Yep, so, and this goes to TG Knits, Trish.
Cool.
So, woohoo! So contact me with your address and I will get that off to you this week. And next week will be a yarny price because I'm kind of switching it back and forth each week.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Excellent. Congratulations. Is that our dog?
Yeah, well, it wasn't my stomach. I don't know where he is.
Playing with the cat.
Yeah. So round up.
We're finally there. We've survived this podcast. All right. Well, I just wanted to remind you that you can get a free Wolf Farm Video Podcast button with any paid order at Wolf Farms. Just ask for that in the comments section when you're checking out. I'll be happy to throw that in your package. Don't forget, Christmas scents are all on sale, 25% off through the end of December. So swing on by. You can get your get a candle, your favorites. Santa's Tree Farm, make it smell like Christmas. Even if you have a fake tree, this does it for you. It makes it sound like you gotta smell like a real Christmas tree in your house. Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
That's one of my favorites.
I know. So I think that about does it for us.
Oh, what I'm wearing.
Uh-oh.
I had this at the beginning. I didn't mention it, did I?
No, you have not.
Because I know I'll be asked, because I usually forget, like I almost did. This is... because it's not on this list, that's why. This is the Stephen West. It was a mystery shawl, the Rockefeller, and it's done with the pink is Cakewalk Yarns. She no longer dyes, which is really sad because she's phenomenal dyer, and in the peppermint bark colorway, and then Nitpicks Burgundy.
That's right, because you were doing that in the summertime, and then
she was getting these orders for peppermint bark in July, and she's like, "What is going on?" So yeah, this is. Yeah, it's a fun shawl, you know.
So for those of you that hung on to us to the very end, now you know.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I guess that wraps it up.
That wraps it up.
It's you.
So, until next time.
Now let's get cracking.
And hatch it.
Bye.